Your lesson for Chapter 4, Section 2, using laws of exponents. We're only going to work on using laws of exponents to multiply a polynomial today. So the first lesson, the first few properties we have are here. We're going to, A and B are real numbers. Okay, that just means they're numbers like 1.3 or 2.6 or negative 15 or something of that sort. Okay, so we have two different properties here. Or three different properties here. We have the first one. The first one says we've got am times an, and we add our exponents. So the idea here is if I have a cubed times a to the fourth, I add 3 plus 4 and I get a to the seventh. We simplify that by saying if we multiply like bases, we add exponents. Okay, the second rule is here. I have AB inside parentheses raised to an M. And then I have broken up both pieces A and B raised to an M. Okay, so here is an example. AB squared. I end up with A squared, B squared. Okay, so we just think distribute exponent with multiplication. I will shorten that. All right, and this is our power to a power. Okay, power to power. I have A to the M. A to the M raised to the power, so I just multiply the powers. So if I have a power raised to a power, like here, a to the fourth raised to the third, I get a to the 4 times 3, which gives me a to the 12th. Okay, so we think of that as power to a power means multiply powers. Okay, so we got a couple examples, and let's do those examples. All right, so I've got negative 2x cubed y squared, negative 3x squared y. So I'm going to take those pieces, and I'm just going to regroup them. Negative 2, negative 3. Negative 2, negative 3 go together. X cubed, x squared, y squared, y. So I'm going to rewrite it. Negative 2 times negative 3, x cubed times x squared, y squared times y. There's an understood 1 here. So I get negative 2 times negative 3. Negative 2 times negative 3 is a positive 6. X cubed times x squared is 3 plus 2. Add the exponents. Y 2 plus 1. And so that gives me, if I bring it all together, those are multiplied. 6x to the 5th y cubed is your answer. Do the same thing here. I have a power outside of parentheses, so I distribute the power. Make sure you put things in parentheses because now I create a power to a power. When that happens, I have P raised to the 4 times, or 5 times 4, Q. Remember, this is an understood 1, so Q to the 1 times 4. And so I get the answer P to the 20th, Q to the 4th. This one's a little bit different because they give us the negative. So what you really want to do is you want to treat it as negative 1 times a squared cubed. And it becomes negative 1 cubed, a squared cubed. And then negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. A squared cubed, this is a power to a power. It means I multiply powers, and so I get 2 times 3, and I get negative a to the 6th.